All praises to Yahawah. All praises to Yahweh Shai. All praises for the Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that have been and continue to teach the true gospel. Salute to the Akim, spreading the true gospel on the streets and lanes of the city, on the highways and hedges, and on the World Wide Web. Much love to the humble Akwath, who learned science with all subjection and are in righteous order under the men of YAHAWAH Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Raza from the Church of Philadelphia camp. And, hey, the Lord put on my spirit, because hey, man, these times, some terrible times, and it's only going to get worse. So what do we do? You know, as men of the Lord, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to fall? Are we supposed to cower under the pressure? Because there's a lot of pressure. Especially to be a man of the Lord in these days, in these times, as we see the demon come out of Esau, and the other heathen nations. You know, but for us, our strong tower is Yahweh by Shem Shai. So where do we go? You know how they say in the movies, run for cover, run for cover. Hey, the one true only living power is who we run for cover. And it's his name. That's why again people keep playing with the name of Yahweh by Shem Shai. You know, and that's a simple thing to just confess and say the name. Why would you want to play with the one true living power's name? The name sounds powerful, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That brings power. And it scares the hell out of Esau, Edom, and the other heathen nations when we shout that name. But you want to play with the name. And there's several scriptures that tell you about the name and how powerful that name is. And how powerful speaking in the Hebrew is. The Lashawan Kwadash. But you want to act like it's no big deal. Talking about some yo play yogurt, you know, peanut butter and jelly and all that nonsense. Hey, you got a judgment coming to you, leading the flock astray like that. When you can read it in the scriptures. So we're gonna see, who was the real man of the Lord and who was not too in that day, right? And who's on the fathership, who gets beamed up. But for me, I ain't gonna play with Yahweh Bashmash. I don't want no smoke. You know, I'm gonna call upon that name because of what the scriptures say and because of what we've been told to do. I'm gonna do it. So enough of me talking. Hey, let's get into these precepts. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 10. The name, matter of fact, I'm gonna say it 3 times. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Because these times right now, you're not safe in this kingdom, being a man of the Lord, being an Israelite. There's no safety for you. It's dangerous. Matter of fact, when we go out to the highways and hedges, we making our bodies living sacrifice because people hate us and they show it. They may sneakily smile in your face, hey, but all the time they're a ravening wolf, right? It says the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. So guess what? Hey, Esau, Edom, this the rulers of this world, you can have it because we want the kingdom of heaven. So the little bit of power the Lord is giving you right now, with the little bit of time you got left, have it. But we know we got uh 10 times as much as we would have had here in the kingdom. Lord willing, we be those men and endure to the end. But you're so wicked, you can't take it. So you lash out like a 2-year-old on the playground that don't want to share. But hey, that's all right. This is your time. So enjoy it. But the time is up. The time is up. And the Lord is showing these prophecies more and more each day. But for us, the men of the Lord, hey, we're gonna run into the name of Yahawah Bashim Shai by spreading the true gospel, right? And saying his name out loud, you know, because that's our safety. And that's our only safety because we can't do nothing. Hey, that worm Jacob, right? Because we just, yeah, that's how open we are. You know, you see worms after it rain, you see a bunch of worms, and hey, there's no safety for them once the birds come, you know. But our safety and our tower is Yahweh Bashim Shai, and he sends those angels that are round about us. Because yeah, because he knows what these people want to do to us. But he stops it. No matter whatever they think they're doing, the Lord's in control. Yahweh Bashim Shai is in control at the end of the day. This is the book of Psalms. It's a song by King David, right? It says, Yahweh is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? So again, that's what they want us to fear them. They want to talk about jail. They want to talk about deportation. They want to talk about killing with the guillotines, right? Or whatever means, right? Because they've done everything else, poison us, poison our women, our families, our friends, so-called family, so-called women, right? But at the end of the day, our only true family is other men in the Lord, right? But whom shall I fear? So we know that we're going to obviously be set up. We know that, uh, they want to kill us, basically, at the end of the day, because they don't want this word coming out. But hey, the Lord said, be uh, served unto death, with that in mind. So that's the cost we got to count. It says, Yahweh is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? So we got to take it on the chin. Take it cheerfully, right? Because at the end of the day, who's got our back? Who's watching over us? Who's in control? There's only one power in control. That's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And David knew that would cry out to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So he's giving us that blueprint. Because he had enemies. Right? And the Lord was with him. And that's what the true men of the Lord are doing right now. We ain't using our energy to fight back and forth with Esau, Edom. This is his power seat. But we're going to call on the Lord a greater power, the creator, not the creature. The creature wants us to fear him. We ain't going to fear you because we have the one true and living power, Yahweh Bashim Shai, as our protector. So all these fear tactics, it's going to come in. The fear tactics is coming now. It's going to come in more. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 4. Trust ye in Yahweh forever, for in Yahweh is everlasting strength. So that's the only time. That's the only reason we had the strength is because the Lord poured the Spirit on us, a mighty Spirit on us, to withstand all our doubts, to withstand all our fears, and to be strong and stand boldly in the face of affliction, to stand boldly in the face of oppression and persecution, to stand boldly in the face of losing so-called family members, so-called women, so-called friends, and still have the faith to do this work. and preach this word. And know that if we endure to the end, we're going to be saved. Regardless of what people think, we're going to continue in this faith, because we are the Israelites. And we have one true living power, and that's YAHAWAH Shah. And he is going to save us. That's why it says, wait upon me, saith the Lord. It says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So we don't have to do anything but wait and be patient and suffer. And that's what they're making sure we suffer. But they don't know, they don't understand. That's just a test for us, right? That puts on a mightier spirit for us. Lord willing, I'll be at that number, you know? So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. Until next time, Shalom.